All right, we're working on the letter A today, and I'm just going to go through basically my practice routine for this letter. What I start with is I start by drawing the letter. So I have a pencil in my hand, and I'm really just trying to draw it as perfectly as I can according to some copy that I have. So I'm looking at The Champion Method of Practical Business Writing, which is a book by Mary Champion. Great resource, highly recommend it. But I'm looking at it on my computer over here to the right. You can't see that, but I have an example of what her A looks like, and I'm just trying to replicate that by drawing it. So I'll go ahead and do that. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully you can see that well. Darkening the lines a little bit here. The whole point of this, I don't write with my fingers like this. This is drawing, this isn't writing. The whole point of this is to get a really good mental picture of what the letter looks like. So you can see that I erased and redrew, trying to get it perfect. It's all about getting that mental picture and really understanding what the letter is supposed to look like. Now this isn't perfect, but I can live with it. What I do is I get a dry pen, and then I'll spend a few minutes just slowly retracing the letter, but I do it with muscular movement, which is what we're training here, what I've been working on. And if you're not working on muscular movement, these videos aren't going to be very helpful to you. So I just go through it like this, very slowly. And I think this is really just as much about maybe training your muscles to make this movement. It's about looking at the letter for an extended period of time. But really the key is to just look at the letter and follow it and let your arm do what it needs to do to follow. All right, so I just did a couple minutes of that. Really just feeling the paper, pen on the paper, feeling the shape of the letter. Not trying to guide my hand or my arm, just really letting my arm, just looking at the shape and letting my arm just follow the line. You can learn a lot about the letter doing that. Let's switch back to my ballpoint pen here. And now I'm going to do basically some drills that I would do before I start really writing this letter. And the first one will really be seen as a warm-up because it doesn't directly deal with the shape of the letter. But I'm just going to make really big ovals that are in direct ovals or counterclockwise ovals, same direction as you make this letter. Here I'm just getting the feel for this motion. I'm doing it really big just to really focus on the movement of the oval. Trying to make these on slant. That's the line that comes straight towards my body. Then after I did that, I would go into these looping drills, which are really helpful for the capitals. And I'll probably size this down to a 3 square, so this is kind of like my max height for writing business penmanship. That's actually good. So yeah, I'll go into this looping drill, which looks like this. And I'll do this a few times. Actually, when I do this drill, I focus on 2 things, which is coming around tight just above the stem line here, and then coming down on slant, which is hard to do without looping here. I want a nice up, retrace, back down on slant. But I would do that, maybe a few rows of those, or not a few rows, but like a row of those. And then I'd move into a different drill, which really focuses on that slant line coming down out of the A, the exit. And that's going to look like this. So I would basically make an A, and then I would just retrace right here on slant, and then exit. And then I would go in and start making some A's. And I would just do these at my regular speed, and just really do the best I can, trying to mimic my sample that I drew. And it's like that. I would do maybe a few copies of those, then maybe I would do it with a word after I do a few lines of these A's just by themselves. So I might do a word like aim is a good word to practice. And here you can see I'm not connecting the A to the I, so it depends on what I'm working on. I might want to practice connecting that A to the I, which is a little bit harder, but there it is. That's the A. Feel free to leave any comments if you have any questions. Yeah, I'll put a link to this resource, The Champion Method, which is a great book, in the description as well. So, thanks for watching.